Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We've got an absolutely incredible journey lined up for you today. We're going to traverse all the way from massive, explosive global forces right down to microscopic, hyperlocal biological discoveries. Whether you're grinding away for competitive exams or you're just someone who loves understanding how our world works, this is for you. We're going to take a structured approach to really help you lock in some of today's most crucial facts. So, here is our roadmap for today. We've got Section 1, Guatemala's volcano of fire, Section 2, Russia's radioactive Skyfall missile, Section 3, Understanding the Sahariya tribe, Section 4, Forecasting with INCOS, and finally, Section 5, Discovering the tiger moth. Taking these seemingly random current events and putting them into this global-to-local flow is going to make remembering them so much easier. Section 1, Guatemala's volcano of fire. Okay, let's dive into our first topic with a massive geological event on the international stage.
So, Volcán de Fuego recently made headlines when a huge eruption literally forced tourists to sprint to safety just to avoid falling, burning rocks. It's intense stuff. But do you know exactly where this dramatic event took place?
The answer is Guatemala. This Central American nation sits right on the Pacific Ring of Fire. If you're not familiar, that's a massive, horseshoe-shaped area in the Pacific Ocean basin that is just notorious for frequent earthquakes and really intense volcanic activity.
What's really fascinating here is the broader geographic context. Volcán de Fuego, which, by the way, literally translates to volcano of fire, doesn't just exist in isolation. It's an active basaltic stratovolcano looming right over the historic city of Antigua. But actually, it's part of the Central American volcanic arc, which is an entire chain of volcanoes stretching all the way from Guatemala down through to Panama.
Section 2, Russia's radioactive Skyfall missile. Moving from the unpredictable forces of nature to a highly calculated international military development, let's cross the globe.
This brings us to a really fascinating and, honestly, slightly alarming piece of modern defense technology. Recent research suggests that the flight path of this specific missile might actually leave a trail of radioactive material right in its wake. But whose weapon is the Burevestik? It was developed by Russia, and this represents a significant, totally paradigm-shifting advancement in ground-launched cruise missile technology.
Now, the absolute crucial point to understand here is its unique nuclear-powered propulsion system. That is exactly why researchers are so concerned about those potential radioactive trails. The Burevestnik, which translates to storm petrel, is a low-flying, ground-launched missile. But because it actually uses nuclear power for propulsion, not just as a warhead, it's regarded as the world's first nuclear-powered cruise missile. If you follow Western defense news, you probably recognize its NATO designation, the SSC-X9 Skyfall.
To put this in historical context, this specific missile didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was actually one of the 6 strategic weapons famously unveiled to the world by Russian President Vladimir Putin back in 2018. It has been in development and testing for years, keeping defense analysts heavily focused on its progress.
Section 3, Understanding the Sahariya tribe. Transitioning from international military events down to the national level, let's zoom in on India and look at an important social and cultural demographic. All right, here's a brilliant test of your cultural geography. The President of India recently interacted directly with members of this tribe at Kuno National Park. It's a great moment of national recognition, for sure. But which states do the Sahariya primarily inhabit? You'll find them primarily in the forest and village areas of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Culturally, they are known for living in distinct, separate cluster settlements, and these are known as sarana. Now, understanding their status as a PVTG, that's a particularly vulnerable tribal group, is absolutely essential. It highlights their unique vulnerability and ensures they get the specialized administrative focus and protection they need to preserve their heritage. Also, definitely make a mental note of their alternate names. They're also known as Saher, Saer, Savar, Sonar, and Sahar. Those names frequently pop up in exams, so keep them in mind.
Section 4, Forecasting with INCOS. Staying right within India, let's explore how the national government monitors complex macro-environmental data.
We have been hearing a ton about changing weather patterns recently. Well, this specific body, INCOS, recently began issuing specialized El Niño bulletins to maritime sectors to warn them about ongoing climate impacts. Any guesses on where their central hub is located?
The headquarters of INCOIS is firmly rooted in the city of Hyderabad. Organizationally, here's how it all breaks down to help you memorize it. INCOIS operates as an autonomous body under the Ministry of Earth Sciences, or MOSE for short. It also functions under the Earth Systems Science Organization. Its core mandate is absolutely vital. They provide ocean information and advisory services to society, industry, government agencies, and the scientific community, all through rigorous ocean observations and research. Section 5, Discovering the Tiger Moth. Let's move to our final section and zoom all the way down into a hyperlocal, truly incredible biological discovery.
We know from recent scientific publications that the Antaram idukki is a completely new genus and species discovered in the Idukki district of Kerala, deep within the southern Western Ghats. But what exactly is it? Are we talking about a spider? A new type of frog?
Actually, it is a newly discovered tiger moth. And incredibly, this fascinating insect is known exclusively to the Idukki region. It has not been found anywhere else on the planet. Now, these moths aren't just beautiful additions to an insect collection. They play a critical ecological role in the Western Ghats. They serve as vital nocturnal pollinators for night-blooming plants, and they act as a foundational food source for bats, birds, and other larger forest wildlife. Basically, they are a tiny but mighty pillar of the local ecosystem. By the way, just a quick tip for those of you actively preparing for competitive exams, all the connections we unpacked today are actually part of a daily current affairs series. You can access that entire series on the GK Today Android app for just 999 rupees a year. It's honestly a fantastic way to keep your facts as sharp as the ones we've covered in this explainer.
I'm going to leave you with this final thrilling thought. If a brand new genus of moth can remain completely hidden in the dense forests of Kerala until right now, what other incredible secrets are just waiting to be uncovered right in our own backyards? From the roaring volcan de fuego to a tiny moth in Idukki, the world is constantly shifting and revealing itself. Keep learning, keep questioning, and we will see you in the next explainer.